What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Siege Soundblaster. Pretty sure it's from the 30th anniversary subline that was exclusive to Walmart. It came in like a special box, and obviously it's a special repaint of a figure that was already in Siege. So we're starting off in vehicle mode here, which is, I guess, like a spaceship. Not really sure exactly what it is, but it's a box, and I'm pretty sure it can fly around because there's no wheels. Might be some sort of sled because there's like skiff parts on the bottom, but there's also like jet engines on the back. So I just, not really sure what it is, but it looks all right. It's an interesting mode for the soundwave Soundblaster character. I'm pretty sure there was a theory, or I read somewhere there was a theory that it was like a carrier for basically his cassettes, which I guess makes a little bit of sense, but maybe like a storage carrier, but whatever. I'm not, they were just trying to find a vehicle mode that's not a boombox or a cassette player. But it looks all right. Paint is nice. You can see there's the battle damage spread throughout because it's Siege, and then just the black and the silver and the red and the orange, yellow. It looks really nice. And there's a little bit of like detailing on the front and like blasters on the bottom, and vents and the rockets, like I said. And there's not much to say. It doesn't really do much. You can angle the thruster pieces a little bit, but it's mostly just for transformation, like folding up and stuff. And you can flip down that piece also for robot mode, but whatever, you can do it. But yeah, there's not much to say about it really, so I think we should just get into the robot mode. So first, what you're going to do is, what I like to do is you just take off the weapons off the back, like that, and then you can push this one out because that's the actual hand blaster. And then you can untab the arms on the bottom like that, then fold down the waist assembly like that, flip this back, and fold the thrusters in, and then fold that little antenna down, then bring up the arms like that, fold back those gray pieces, fold around the arms just a little bit, fold up these sled blaster pieces, and then fold out the hands like that. I like these hands. They're actually kind of tight, and they're not like floppy or loose or anything. So that one kind of is, but they're not bad. Then you can fold up the head, and then basically just collapse the backpack until it's flush like that. And then fold down these silver pieces like that, untab the legs, fold these two pieces out, fold out the feet, fold that up, and then put it back in. Same on the other side. Then just position the legs to be straight, and there you go. There we have Soundblaster in his robot mode, and it looks good. Pretty easy transformation, which I like. That's good. But he of course has these weapons. You can have it put the shoulder cannon on like that, and then put on or give him his handgun like that, and yeah, he looks good. Really. I really like black repaints usually anyway, so it's kind of a given I would like this figure. But not just the paint scheme I like the bigger chest, which is also accurate to like the Soundblaster toy, and I'm pretty sure just character design. Maybe not, but the toy definitely. The original Soundblaster toy had the bigger chest for more cassettes. And yeah, it looks good. And so for articulation, he has a ball joint at the neck, so he can look around quite a bit. Shoulder rotation and in and out at the shoulder. It's kind of a little bit like stiff, like it's a joint that like kind of clicks in place, but not really. Definitely not as bad as Earth Soundwave, on my Earth Soundwave at least, and I'll bring him in a little bit later. But double jointed elbow, bicep swivel, nothing at the wrist except like in and out, but that's just for transformation, so it doesn't really count. Waist swivel all the way around, which is nice, no hindrances at all. Out that far at the leg, and then back that far at the leg, and then really far up that way, which is pretty cool. And then a hip rotation, and then a knee bend, and then ankle tilt. So, oh, and also the hip skirts. You saw that the hip skirts can move out of the way for legs. So, not a lot of articulation, but it's enough. It's good. You can get some poses out of him. And I don't imagine Soundwave or Soundblaster or either of the characters posing that much or like doing anything too action-packed, really, except like maybe just throwing some punches or shooting. But, you know, I don't imagine them hand-to-hand combating that much, except like in some timelines. I'm pretty sure Soundwave is like a gladiator or has been in the pits, but I don't imagine them to be fighting that much, like aggressively like that. So, but some of his other features include the opening chest, of course, which can hold good cassettes, obviously. And the two I use for him specifically are Ratbat and Buzzsaw, which is brand new, actually. He just came out with the legacyunited Soundwave, which I have a review on. You should go check that out if you haven't. And then you just basically put them in. And it's actually, this like chest piece, like this cassette holder is actually a very tight fit. So for all the figures, yeah, like all the cassettes actually fit in there very tight. So it's kind of a little bit hard to get them out, but they're not going anywhere, so I guess that's good. And of course, you can have two in there, and it closes up just fine. So that's very nice. And for comparisons, we can bring in the last review, the Earth Soundwave. And what I'm talking about with the shoulder is, like, you can see it's kind of stiff. So, but yeah, there are those two, and then, of course, Siege Soundwave. Just gonna put his birds on real quick. So, barely see that one. So, both good. Or all three are good, actually. But yeah, there are the three. You've seen this photo before if you saw the last review with Earth Soundwave. But I definitely suggest getting this figure if you can. He's kind of hard to get because it was a Walmart exclusive and also a Japan exclusive, because they did two versions of Soundblaster, one with this one, which was USA, and then one with the mercenary symbol from the show. And both are pretty hard to get. I just got lucky with this guy. But yeah, if you can get him, and he's a pretty good price, I do suggest getting him. Even if you do have a Siege Soundwave or the Legacy Soundwave or any Soundwave, really, he looks great. He has the extra storage space, looks good. So I do suggest him quite a bit. And yeah, there's not much else to say about him. Actually, that's not true. I was going to end the video right there, but there is, because it's the Siege Soundwave mold, there is a secret mode. So to do that mode, you basically take off his guns, obviously, fold in the hands, like that, and then bring his backpack back and put his head in, and then I'm just kind of going, I don't really remember this exactly, so I'm just going to say, actually, you don't do that. Bring up that part, and then basically just fold the arms back, I think. And then turn his waist around, and then he turns into a lamppost, like in G1. So, if you don't remember, or if you don't know what this mode is, or you're confused by it, basically in the first G1 episode, Soundwave turned into a lamppost. For some reason, he just... that was just his Cybertronian mode at the time. So, I think it's kind of funny that they added it into the Siege figure as well, instead of him being like a car or some sort of... I mean, he's like a space jet as well, but I think it's cool that they added that as a little feature as well. So, here are the two as lampposts. So that's really cool, actually. But it's pretty stupid as well, really. It makes sense for Soundwave also, because he's kind of like, you know, the espionage or spy for Decepticons, so he would have a secret, like, type of alternate form. So it's cool, but it's also kind of funny and weird. So for real this time, that is actually all I have to say about the figure. It's a great figure, both of them, obviously. The black looks great. The bigger chest cavity is awesome. But it's just the alt modes are just kind of weak, really. So that's about it. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment if you want, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.